Test, test, test. Okay. Man, we're gonna learn so much today. You don't even know. I'm so cool. Okay. We learned to pick up chicks from a video from you, because honestly, the video has slightly better advice. Yeah. And the goal is going to be Hi, Wef. Hi, Paige. Good stuff. My chin looks fucking craned up, and it bugs me. Wait, what? Where the fuck's the editor part of it? Oh, that's how you do it. Good enough. So, how are you? Hi, Flash. Where do we want to pick up girls? This is very important. Do we want to pick them up in college, on Tinder, at the beach in GTA? Do we want to do it at the supermarket? I've seen that video. It's funny. Public. I was thinking something a bit more generic, or a bit less generic. Supermarket or beach? We'll do the supermarket. So I had watched, okay, none of these. Oh, it's another life coach dude. At a barcade. No, we need things that don't work. Mall or Dave & Buster's. Okay. I'm hesitant to click on a video that's made by a girl because typically girls don't tell you, or they don't give you awful fucking advice for talking to girls, in my experience. We're looking for shitty advice. We are not here to actually learn. This guy's walking down the highway. Yeah, this is probably going to be a good one. So, again, as I always need to say, anyone that I feature on the channel for any reason whatsoever, in this case, comment and criticism, don't fucking go out of your way to bug them. Okay? I don't give a shit if they deserve it. I don't give a shit if you don't like them. You keep it professional. You be the bigger person. You know, we're here for a bit of a laugh. We're not here to be a dick to someone. Okay, I've said my piece. I've made my disclaimer. Let's get to doing some humor.
Women.
And hey, I want to make it clear. Anyone who I end up watching something from on stream, if you want to, I would prefer with an equal disclaimer of, hey, don't go out of your way to be a dick to people. If you want to look through my stuff for a react thing, you have my permission. Even if you didn't like it, I put it on YouTube for people to watch. So, you know, as long as you're adding something to the conversation, there is no problem with it whatsoever. So we got Coach Kyle Raw. We've got the video that I initially saw. God, Mini Charlie just looks so strange these days. It's hard to picture him without the Keanu Reeves hair. All right, let's attract women at the grocery store.
How to attract women while at the grocery store. Now, this sounds like a ridiculous concept to
Yes.
some of you guys, but believe it or not, in my opinion, this is the one of the most natural ways to actually meet women, because you're almost always going to be out in your city and you need groceries, you need different ingredients, you need
Look, a woman! Sorry.
to go pick up deodorant, whatever the thing is. Like, you're gonna be out in your day-to-day doing chores at some point in your life, and there's women at these places, right? You don't necessarily need to go to the nightclub till 4 a.m. and get...
Why does he look like Doug if he did steroids? Try to impress me? Hey, Paige. You see this milk in the aisle we're hopefully in? Yeah. Did it work? Are you in love with me? Let me try it again. Hey, girl. You see these granola bars in the aisle we're in? I have a house. That's a good point, Flash. I have a house. There are granola bars here, and I have a house. See? You love me. Every woman now loves me.
drunk and blow hundreds of dollars at the bar to meet women. In fact,
You
I
did
think
good.
one
7
of
out of 10.
the
Fuck
two
yeah.
easiest places in almost any city that you could go to meet women consistently, regardless of the weather outside, is Whole Foods and Target. These are very, very easy places to go.
Okay, I'll admit, this guy is not immediately coming off as sleazy. Let's see if that changes.
We actually just left Whole Foods. I wanted to do this video like almost specifically on Whole Foods because we were just in there for about an hour interviewing a couple different women and actually just going up and doing approaches. And there is a little bit of nuance to grocery stores or supermarkets or these places like Target that I want to talk about in this video. So how to actually get phone numbers that could lead to dates from these small little places that you could go in your day-to-day. So the first thing I'll say is that the reason I think it's so good is because you could pop into any one of these places for 20 minutes at a time, and there's almost always women there, like honestly. So great place to go on your lunch break, great place to go after work. And it's just
Hey, look, women!
a good spot where there will be a handful of women. Like the Whole Foods that we were just at, there's constantly women coming in and out. We probably saw maybe, I don't even know, 20 to 30 women.
Okay, who the fuck counts that? I get the point you're trying to make, and I appreciate that other than saying something like, we did approaches and we were interviewing women, like, you haven't been overtly creepy. I appreciate that. But what?
In a 30-minute span. Now, this isn't a major
That's a rate of 1 woman per minute. That's all I have to say about that.
city like Miami, but I grew up in New Jersey, and even there, Target or the mall or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's.
Yes, I meet women at Trader Joe's. I've never been to a Trader Joe's.
They always have women, so it's a great, great location to pop in after work or on your lunch break or in the evening to get some social interaction and buy a couple ingredients, right? So the nuance in those environments, in my opinion, is, look, it's not like a nightclub. So you can just start interaction and it doesn't need to be that flirtatious. Like
Okay, it shouldn't be flirtatious. Peddles hunts him at Walmart. 37? God, I hope someone understands that reference. It's a number. No, I don't. I need scissors. 61. Like, that's a reference. Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah.
of all the women we just interviewed, they all said, well, first off, they all said that they've never
Clerks.
successfully been approached in a grocery store, but it's also because they don't really get approached in grocery stores.
Yeah, grocery stores, you don't go to fucking... Okay, whatever.
But ironically, they all said that they wish guys would come up in a confident way in these environments. They said,
I don't believe that. Roll the footage. You said you interviewed a bunch of women. Show me the footage. If you do, I will eat my own words right here, right now.
it's either super creepy cat call from a distance, or it just doesn't happen. Like it's never a normal chill guy who starts an interaction in a grocery store or in.
Okay, so that's not trying to pick up women. That's somebody starting a conversation. Starting a conversation is good. Now, can it be unwanted? Abso-fucking-lutely. But compared to the alternative at hand, I'll take it. Sure.
One of these type of environments. So my advice is, first off, you can pop into these places a couple times a week in small bursts to get a little bit of interaction, but also you don't need to be super flirty.
Guys who follow you.
Like,
yeah.
you just start a conversation. You make an observation about something that's in her cart, about the items that are nearby that she's looking at, or you just stop her and give her a quick compliment, or
you don't need to stop people. Okay? Let's not do that. You don't go to the grocery store to get bitches. You go to the pet store. That's funny, because female dogs.
if nothing else, well, Kyle, I don't have anything to say. There's nothing in her cart. Let this guy go around. If there's nothing in her cart and you have no compliments to give her, okay, just give her a simple, generic opener like, hey, I was actually just shopping for a couple things, but I saw you in the all blue and I just wanted to say, I thought you look really cute today.
God damn it. I was about to compliment. I was about to tell you, like, everything he was saying to this point was like, hey, you're saying genuinely good stuff. The only thing I have a problem with is that you're treating it like it's a fucking revelation, which I am aware to the sort of person who would look up videos on how to pick up women. It probably would be a revelation. But I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but random men approaching you to say, hey, you look cute. Even if it's some random dude that typically is a little odd.
Like, you can say that. You can say that in a grocery store. If you have nice delivery, you could talk slow, you hold good eye contact, you could absolutely say that. Now, from there, my opinion is just have a chill couple minutes of conversation, right? This is not a nightclub. You don't need to be getting physical. You don't need to make sexual innuendos. You need very
You hear that? Balls deep 6969? You don't need to make sexual innuendos. Wilku, kick his ass. I'm sorry. I'm not really, but I'm a little.
minimal intent, just like one line of intent.
Oh,
Vibe
and
with
it
her for
shows
3
up
to
again.
5 minutes.
Whatever.
Ask her
It's
what she likes to
funny.
do for fun. Talk about what you got going on for the weekend. And then at some point you say, well, let's keep in touch. Or we should go do blank. We should go do blank sometime. I'll hit you up.
No. People don't. Let's record it as an interview.
And then you guys do a phone number exchange, okay? You can keep the conversation.
Or, far be it from me to suggest, maybe don't take up a lot of minutes of someone's day to say shit that they might not entirely be cool with you saying. Sorry, Mr. Balls Deep 6969, but I got a bad vibe from the username Balls Deep 6969.
Go in a couple more minutes. And that's it, man. It's not that crazy. Honestly, in my opinion, it's actually one of the most low-key environments to actually approach. There's zero competition.
That's because you fuck off.
You don't need to have amazing charisma because you're in a very, very chill environment.
Some guy just catcalled me and I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. What you do is you walk up to him and you tell him, hey, you're supposed to stop me at my cart and tell me I'm cute. Do it, you bitch. Like, you tell him, do it, you bitch. I'm not saying that to you. And then, like, if he gets all stammery, then you take his shopping cart and everything in it. You take his shopping cart and you go and you purchase whatever's in his shopping cart. Whatever you were here to get, fuck you. I went into my dad's truck and locked the door. Oh. He might come in the window.
It's actually easier to get a girl to stop, in my opinion, than a girl who's speed walking down the street in the middle of the city center.
Okay? It's easier to stop someone who's going slowly. Okay. Uh, yeah, there's definitely a way to find love at the grocery store, I assume. This isn't in, like, I think predatory is a bit heavy of a word compared to the things we've seen. Like, I definitely consider this line of action fucking creepy, but, like, it's, after what we saw last night, this doesn't faze me too much. This just feels like someone who's not taking a fucking hint. I don't think he would have liked it if he took 2 half gallons of milk to the face. Man, speaking from experience, trying to find a way to phrase this joke, but I was going to say something about a previous girlfriend having 2 half gallons of milk in my face. Ha ha, boobers. He's acting like a deer hunting show, giving advice on how to get a 10-point buck. You know, now that you say that, I'm fairly unhappy.
The only problem with it, though, is guys think it's fucking weird.
'Cause it is!
That's really like the main issue with it, is dudes have this crazy mental block.
No. That mental block is called logic. At least when you go to someplace like a nightclub, like, people know what sort of thing they're going to expect. Why do all these guy advice people seem to collect cringes like they're going out of style? I don't know. Also, very good to see you, Baltistia.
I'm not gonna do that in the grocery store, no fucking way. That's
I had a taser in my bag. I fucking called it! I fucking called it! I told you, you get creepy around women, they will tase you or pepper spray you. As they fucking should, in my personal opinion. Why would I pick up chickens? To get the eggs underneath them. Duh. How are you murmuring?
really creepy. It's actually not if you
No, it is creepy. It's definitely creepy.
just go about it in a chill way. So
Okay, go about it in a chill way, having a passing conversation with somebody who you walk by. Okay, that's fine. If they want to continue that conversation, they'll say something beyond, yeah. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with saying hi to someone. There definitely is something wrong with stopping someone. Is the taser too much? If you feel threatened or fairly uncomfortable, I would say no. Under Canadian law, if you were in Canada, it would have to be you expect there will be a threat on your life. Actually, I think under Canadian law, it has to be a confirmed threat on your life. I don't know for sure. I'd have to check. The Chickadile Hunter. I don't like that. Better than nothing. Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I ever approached in a grocery store. I locked eyes with this girl.
I locked eyes. Okay, do you see the words you're saying here? But I was not completely against you for a lot of this. Like, I was against the premise, but you were going about it relatively well. Now you're saying shit like, I locked eyes with this girl. You look... You looked at a woman. She made eye contact with you because you were looking at her. Okay?
It was like 10 years ago.
Why do you remember this 10 years ago?
The first cold approach I ever did in a grocery store, and it actually went really well.
It actually went really well. After I recovered from the first taser hit, it malfunctioned, so she couldn't get me a second time.
4 days later, I was on a date with her, and we were actually like making out at the bar. And then I stopped doing it for a really long time.
But I don't want to just call bullshit, because I don't know you very well.
I was really...
But I'd like to call bullshit. Because I know you enough from what you've shown here.
reliant on night game for a long time in my journey. But now that I'm 500 or 550-ish days sober.
Okay, he's sober. I respect that. Genuinely fucking good for you. You think I'm about to shit talk that? No, that's fucking phenomenal. That's cool. I appreciate that. While I disagree with the premise of this video, that part of it, good on you, man.
I'm starting to realize just how much opportunity there is in your day-to-day right now, right? So if you're a busy guy or you work a lot or you're in a city where there isn't like a poppin' downtown area, great, man. Go to Trader Joe's. Go to Whole Foods. Go to the mall.
I don't know, man. I don't think you should do that.
You can go to these locations for 30 minutes, run 5+ interactions. And
run interactions. Stop trying to turn this into a fucking science. Yes, I'm aware people are creatures of habit. The fact that there's a habit means there's fucking possibility, or not possibility, there's a pattern. A pattern means it's something that can be predicted, which means that you fucking, and you can trend things anyway. You can make a science out of it, is what I'm saying. But don't. Fucking don't. Walk up to woman, press E to initiate conversation. If her head doesn't snap towards you and zoom in like it does in Oblivion, then you need to grab her head and force it towards you like in Oblivion. Just fully expect for someone to come up to you and say, "Stop, you violated the law," afterwards.
Honestly, like with decent conversation skills, you can get phone numbers that can lead to dates. So if you're somebody who's not...
Yes, you can, by having decent conversation skills, you can talk to people and start a friendship or a possibly romantic and or sexual, relationship. But that's not what has been detailed here.
Not able to do this right now and you're just watching the content, but you're like, dude, the thought of approaching in a grocery store, no fucking way. And you know you're being a bitch about this stuff?
Being a bitch about this stuff? Come on, don't insult my masculinity. I'm a fake shark on the internet. My ego's fragile as fuck. Random ladies on the street won't give you a real phone number. Yeah. Typically, again, like we were saying last night, if you just show up and you're creeping the hell out of someone, they're going to say what they need to end this interaction as soon as possible without making you either follow them or stab them.
Watching content is not going to change that. You need some sort of push. You need some sort of accountability and structure to get to the next level. And I would love to help you do that. So if you're interested, if you're done just watching content and actually want to get girls' numbers and land dates on autopilot while you're picking up your steak and eggs, click the link down below. And
Steak and eggs. Oh, this man's going keto. Do we want to see other things on how to pick up women at a grocery store? I see one. Oh no, this has real examples. There's always a link down below. Well, yeah, he's trying to get you to pay him to coach you on getting women. Excuse me. Met Sabrina at a trivia contest. Met my ex in a biology class. You can find someone anywhere, but it has to be organically. Don't treat the grocery store like you're a crocodile at the watering hole. Yeah. My parents met in another country. Like they were both in a country that wasn't their own, and they met, and he was a strong dude, she was a girl, and you know, they wanted someone to walk them back to the hotel because that or back to the resort, because you don't fucking walk alone at night as a woman, unfortunately. Yeah. Just putting groceries away. Nice. Let's learn more about picking up women at a grocery store. Oh, and as Wef suggested, we could do a bingo on this. Do we want to do bingo? Rizzo. I want to vomit saying that. One of my dates was my player for a D&D game. It went okay, but it was awkward as shit. So ever since then, I had a running gag in my games where an ogre and an elf are on a date and both look bored. Oh, no! Oh, man. Getting chicks. Okay. I have a suggestion. Then say the suggestion. Three steps. We're going to have an acronym of a word. We're going to have them repeating phrases. We're going to have them selling a course. A course is specifically something that you can do online. We're going to say an online course. Selling a coaching program or class is something where they themselves are going to talk to you. Practice in mirror. Good suggestion. Okay. I'm gonna put hunting for that, Wilku, but I think you're right, yeah. Yeah, we'll say hunting coded. I hate that term, but yeah. Practice on a friend, yep. Oh, like the person practices on a friend. Clearly paid actor. Clearly not paid and not. We're going to say clearly real. Now, if you're a guy interested in fishing, I'm interested. Paige, do you like sharks? Anyways, let's just start making it really fucking awkward on stream. Anyways, I don't know what to follow that up with. No means yes. Ugh. Testing you. We're gonna put toxic. What are some other things? These can be genuinely good advice. We can get bad things. I got a whole pamphlet on every shark off the Gulf of Mexico and shark teeth. So what do you think? That means you've beaten up a lot of sharks and collected their teeth. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if that means you like them or you really hate them. We're going to say using the word females. We're going to put in homophobia. You know, could be. I'm going to make it 2 words just so it fits better in the box. What else? Hello, swag. Transphobia. Yeah, we'll put homophobia slash. I'll put homo slash transphobia. Because those people tend to put it hand in hand. Swag, what is something that we can make, like, in these how to pick up girls at locations thing? What's something we might find? Less in danger, I wouldn't hurt a shark. What if he asked nicely?
Step on me!
Can you add not how girls work? Yeah. Studies show women. Oh wait, no. I'm in the middle of a job. That's fair. You do your work, bud. According to Streamlabs, I've got a full 3 viewers, and according to my chat, I have more than 3 viewers. So these fuckers had better be able to come up with something. As bingo thing. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Bothering girls at work. What's some other stuff? Oh, here's one. Genuinely good advice. Oh, yep. Breaking touch barrier. Gets mogged. I don't know what that means. I'm going to put uses. No. I can't say uses slang I don't understand. Looks maxing. What are these fucking words you're saying? Sigma alpha male energy. Okay, that one I will say, yeah, they say that. Sigma / alpha. Dudes that try to look good. Like people who... What? Okay. 1 second. Online subculture, extreme self-optimization oh. To mog is to show up. Coined in the 2010s on incel forums. Okay. Poor Peddles, he's out of the roof. Moving too fast. Gotta catch up with her if she's running. Or else she can't hear about my Warhammer figures. Influencer jargon. You know what? That works with Swag's idea. If it's a word that I don't fucking understand, then it counts. No, actually, I don't want to do that one. Paid subscription. We have selling an online course and selling a coaching program or class. So that should cover it enough. Like and subscribe. Yeah, that can be another free space. Two more. We're going to say unqualified instructor, which is a nice way of saying no maidens. Yeah. Woman totally like this. Okay. This might be the most horrifying bingo card that I have made so far. Let me just pin that for the YouTube chat. My Twitch chat doesn't move fast enough for it to really matter to pin it there. Okay, I have number 5. Okay. Okay. We're starting off. Okay.
I knew it. Okay, nice.
It's not a hard stretch.
I dated a girl named Katie many moons ago, and I always...
Many moons ago. What happens when someone gets bingo? They get to buy a membership. No, I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out.
I insisted on calling her Catherine. She didn't like it, but I think it's an elegant name.
I say typically I feel like that's usually when you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, it's only when your mother calls you Catherine, it's usually not a good thing.
Right. Like me, like my middle name is Joseph. So if anybody's ever calling me Aaron Joseph, it's my mom.
Also, the camera guy just kind of crouching here in the aisle. He got that mage vibe. No, he's got the vocabulary, but definitely not the vibe.
And things are not good.
And she's appalled by something that I've done. So, yeah, cool. All right, well, I got to grab some stuff. But do you ever, like, go anywhere? Do you ever do stuff?
Do I ever... I do things.
Do you want to get Mexican food sometime?
Possibly. Really? Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Have you been to, so I was living in Domain. I just moved to South.
I don't know how fake this one is, because she seems genuinely uncomfortable.
Lamar. And have you ever been to Maudi's?
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Where do you live on South Lamar?
It's called the MAA building.
Okay. I know where that, yeah.
It would have been crazy if you were like, oh, well, I live there too.
No, I used to live kind of across from Maldi's at the Windsor. You know, like, it's really almost directly across from Maldi's.
Oh, okay. I can probably see the building in my head then. I just
Okay, is this a common thing in other places? Because at least where I live, bringing a drink into a grocery store is like I don't know, it's like a faux pas. You don't do that. I say moving too fast. I agree. You've just barely met this lady and you're like, hey, we're going to get Mexican food. Moving too fast, as in, like, the conversation he's trying to get with her. I do that all the time. You meet random women at the grocery store and then just fucking bug them until they decide to go to... I will admit, I bring drinks to stores.
don't know
Oh,
that it's called.
that part. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It might just be a cultural thing. In where I come from, it's considered a little odd. I know my down the States, at least where I've seen it happen a decent bit, so yeah, could just be a cultural thing.
The Windsor. So, by Gibson Street Bar.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh,
Your carts have cup holders? Wow.
okay, cool. Should I do like a smokestack, or should I do phone number, or what do I?
Phone number's fine, yeah.
Okay.
That works.
Okay, cool. Let me here. I'll pull this up, and you can just put your number in here.
Okay.
Grocery store game is absolutely goated.
Oh. Does that count as influencer jargon? Okay, yeah. Influencer jargon.
And you need to be doing it.
No.
So, I did not ever even have interest in day game. When I first got
Day game? These are people, bud.
the game, it was just all about bars, clubs, night game. And then basically I just got so obsessed with night game that then I was like, well, I want to start doing day game now too. There's this thing that I can't stop thinking about. It's all I care about, and I can't do it until 10 p.m. on most nights. So start doing day game, and then the winter hits in Ohio.
Okay, I'm gonna say hunting coded works out pretty well right now. Okay.
And me and my very first wing ever, Jared,
My first wing.
we jokingly, one of us is like, what if we started doing approaches at Kroger? There was zero, and I mean absolutely zero, day game infield. I don't even think like funny prank pickups or anything like that in grocery stores. Like this was a non-existent idea. I'm kind of the pioneer of grocery store game.
Okay. That's a lot to take in. Fair enough. Let's continue.
And so we go in there, and at first it's just funny. It's like, wow, this is ridiculous. These girls are just trying to like shop for yogurts, and we're trying to rizz them up.
Stop saying words like this.
But then it starts actually going well. And it's fun and it's playful, and the girls are loving it, and I'm loving it. And then my first ever grocery store lay, I actually remember the very first two. The first one was actually a girl who served me. She worked there, and she was at the deli. And I was 26 at the time.
Okay, he's telling a story about getting with someone who's doing stuff at work, but are we counting that one? Because this is a story that I'm pretty sure didn't happen, so that's why I'm a little skeptical.
And she was much younger than me. She was like 20 in college.
That's gonna be a no from me, bud.
And she serves me my potato salad, and I actually had felt like I'd already done a couple approaches, and then I was actually just getting food, and I felt like a good dynamic between me and her, and she was really cute. So I actually had...
All right, yeah, there's so much fun. Okay, yeah, bothering girls at work, there it is. Okay, we'll do it.
started to leave the store, and I came back, and I couldn't see her anymore. And I'm like, well, whatever. I guess I'll just, I'll let myself off the hook.
You came back into the building to see this girl again. Okay.
But then I ask this other woman behind the counter, and I go, hey, is the girl that just gave me the potato salad, is she still here? And she goes, oh, she was just about to take her break. Let me get her real quick. And I'm like,
I hope not.
Oh, yeah, okay. So she comes up, and I just end up saying, hey, you're just like insanely cute. Would you ever want to like hang out? And she's like, yeah, sure. Gives me her number. And then we started seeing each other for, dude, I don't even remember that one. That one was like a year-ish of consistent, and then kind of on and off and consistent again. That was a really solid one. That's my first ever.
And then how did it end? Did she like find out you were doing approaches or something?
Grocery store lay. And then very shortly after,
I'm sorry. I need to hear that line again.
a really solid one. That's my first ever grocery store lay.
Oh. I don't like this. Would you feel weird if you dated a woman close to your mom's age? No. And I'll tell you why. Okay. I, Peddles the Shark, am canonically 25 years old. If I were to date a 20-year-old, I would consider that weird. If I were 20 years old and I were to date an 18-year-old, I would consider that weird. If I'm 25 though, and I'm going for someone who's 30, or vice versa, I don't consider that weird. I feel like it's more the stage of life once you're an adult. You know? Like that shift in mindset from when you're 20 to when you're 25 is such a big difference that I feel it's incomparable. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely would have a lot of things not in common with somebody my mother's age, but like I don't know. I'd date a 30s woman. My mom was not 10 years old when she had me. Or do you mean 1930s? Because my mom isn't that old, and she will kick your ass for saying that.
And then very shortly after that was this Asian
I'm not going to say breaking touch barriers, because this guy's just trying to brag about stories. He's not trying to sell us on anything.
girl who just was shopping. She was actually with her
Okay, I'm not comfortable with watching this. I'm sorry. I'm not going to finish that video. That one's just not... I'm getting a bad fucking vibe. And I feel uncomfortable. Wait. Oh, this is 4 years ago, so it's not. I don't like that video last night. Okay, this one just looks like a skit. Oh. I don't know. Expert Village! Wait, this is the original!
Hey everyone, my name's Alan, co-founder.
This is Alan! This is Alan the Annihilator!
Of Astromedia.
Co-founder of Astromedia. We do have to turn this up. If anyone does a redeem during this time, if they're a mod, they lose mod privileges. If they're a regular viewer, they get their ass kicked. I am serious. Don't do that.
And on behalf of Expert Village, I'm here to show you how to meet a woman at a supermarket. I tell you what, I'm going out on Tuesday night down to Old Town to go salsa dancing. Why don't you come with me?
Okay, sounds great.
That'd be fantastic. So I tell you what, I will give you a call tomorrow afternoon, and I'll pick you up Tuesday night, and we'll go out. All right. See you later, April.
Paid actor. Yes, ma'am. That is most definitely a paid actor.
So, that is asking for a date. And there's a couple things that you want to focus on while you're doing that. The first is actually asking for the date. And I don't really consider it asking, more like telling.
No, you should ask. Asking is good. Just ask. Or preferably don't ask, don't do this, but you know. Alan, what are you doing?
Here's what we're going to do. And if you're assumptive, it shows confidence. And worst case scenario, she says no.
No, worst case scenario, you just did that to Paige and she has a fucking taser.
You know, if you say, we should go out on Tuesday, and she says, no, I don't want to go out with you, then not asking hasn't done anything. But if you do ask, it makes you appear less confident. So you want to make a statement. We should go out.
Okay, that's not making a statement, that's making a suggestion. Yes, in the form of a statement. Like that's not saying we're going out like he did initially, saying we should. Okay, it's still, I don't like it, but it's not as bad as what you initially did. It's still not good. Don't do that.
Or, tell her what you want to do and say that you want her to come with you. So I'm going down to Old Town on Tuesday night, and I want you to come with me. But really, the most important part is just asking. If you're talking to a woman, you have no way of knowing 100% if she'll say yes to going out with you or if she would say no, unless you...
Is that bread $1.96? God damn, 2008 was good. Other than the recovering from the housing crisis.
You actually ask. That is the only way to be 100% certain.
That's $1.99, which means that's like a regular price for bread there. Fuck, I miss those prices.
So if you're talking to a girl and you don't think it's going well, I would still recommend asking.
No! God damn it, Alan. If it's not going well, you stop bothering her. You shouldn't have done it in the first place, but like, if you have the wherewithal to think to yourself, wow, really fucked this one up. What if he's dressed as a clown? Yep, taser. Sorry, swag.
Because that way, she can say yes or she can say no, but that way you know for sure.
Well, no, if you don't ask, if you just say, we are going out, woman, then... No.
She does or does not want to go out with you.
Yes, how to flirt with women at the grocery store. I got that clown game. Okay.
How to flirt. Flirting really is a conversation that's playful and fun.
Restart. Hi, Vix. We're playing bingo on videos of how to flirt with women and pick them up at things like the grocery store. I've had to skip out of one video because I got genuinely fucking uncomfortable. I walked into I Have Clown Game. Trust me, it does not go uphill from here.
With sexual undertones or overtures.
I'm sorry, what? Let me know if you want to go for chicken strips. Well, the weather was fucking with my head earlier today, so no problem if that's not in the cards. You know how it goes. Even if it wasn't, you know.
Flirting really is a conversation that's playful and fun with sexual undertones or overtures. So, when you're joking around with a girl and
Such
you're
is
flirting
life,
with her,
Vix.
there's a couple of different ways you
All
can do
good.
that. Obviously, physical contact is important. So
No! Breaking touch barrier, I guess. The stutters are killing me. Yeah. Like, They didn't really edit these. How common is shrapnel in the workplace? In my workplace, constant. We use grinders.
She knows that you're interested in her more than just for conversation.
Now, that's if you're considering sparks and debris shrapnel. And considering how much I've had embedded in my flesh before, I would say it does count.
Second is, the mechanics of specifically how to flirt. So teasing somebody in an area that they're comfortable. Using a prop in an area. So
using a prop in an area. Alan, you're on thin fucking ice, buddy.
ace bandages. All right, here is exactly what you need. You need one of these, and you can actually wear it outside of your jeans.
No way.
Yeah, seriously, you would look so cool.
That girl looks so uncomfortable. All 12 pixels of her, yeah. And she's a paid actor. Possibly paid. We don't know for sure. She could be his wife. I don't know. Don't you wear a protective apron? I wear coveralls, but at the end of the day, something piercing tends to go through clothing. I wouldn't tase him, but I'd be very polite. Yeah, no, I'd punch him. Think she's being held hostage. Possibly.
With an ace bandage over your jeans. You'll set.
She's being held hostage with an ace bandage over her jeans. If she's a paid actor, this is workplace harassment. Oh, no.
A new fashion trend.
Yeah, I might. I'm pretty cool anyway, though.
I noticed. All right, so we're using a prop and something that's obviously playful, obviously not serious, but it's something funny that she can think about and joke about. And at the same time, I'm complimenting her fashion sense. It allows her to compliment her own fashion sense, and I get to be playful and joke with her about it. Second is a misinterpretation, so taking something that she says the wrong way.
I misinterpret what girls say to me quite a bit. I don't need a course on that. I love the zoom out to feminine hygiene products. Fuck yeah. Alan the Annihilator knows how to annihilate periods. And that's with the power of poise. Not sponsored.
So, are you getting ready to get out of here soon?
Yeah, in a few minutes. I've been shopping for hours.
You have been shopping for hours.
Yep.
What did you need? It took you hours to find. Are you having that much trouble finding stuff?
I had to get a whole...
The fuck do you mean by that? It took you hours to find stuff? Like, like, she said it initially, but your reaction to it turned it into an insult, it seems.
A whole lot of ace bandages.
And what are you doing with ace bandages?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What the fuck does that mean?
So, she talks about ace bandages, and I misinterpret. Leave it open to interpretation as to what she's talking about with the ace bandage. But again, the core foundation for flirting is be playful, be fun, and use physical contact to your advantage.
Please, please, please do not touch random women at the grocery store. I don't want to have to say these words. Oh, we got more how to approach women at the grocery store. Let's do it.
This cart that you have here, you've done
Oh, oh, Batman, my right ear. Oh, no, please. I hope this fucking video isn't...
No, I picked it out myself. Thank you.
I can tell.
Oh.
Thank you. Honestly, it was your eyeshadow that drew
Oh, my right ear. Alan, get out of my right ear.
It's such a perfect color for your face. All right, hold 1 second. So what you're seeing here is the aftermath of a great approach. There are a couple pieces that make up a good approach. The
Step 1, microphone quality.
first is the body language. After you've made the eye contact, how are you standing?
Look at her expression.
So it's important that you give her status, or you give her your attention by pointing your hips towards her.
What?
So I'll shift like this, and I'll give her, direction with my body. Now I don't want to stand directly next to her, and I don't want to stare at her, and I don't want to give her 100%. So I'll turn off at an angle, but I'll give her the majority.
Now, far be it from me to question the genius of Alan the Annihilator, but I think there are bigger problems with this interaction than how much you're turned towards the lady.
Right? So I'll give her that body language. The second is the smile. So I want to make sure I'm smiling at her and we're holding that eye contact. And the last part is what you actually say. So there's two different ways of doing it. The first, or as I call a direct method, is to come up and make your intentions very clear. Something along the lines of, hey, how are you doing today? I saw you and I just had to come up and talk to you.
Okay.
My name's Alan. What's your name?
April.
April. It's an
I think she's given him a fake name.
absolute pleasure to meet you today. And that way I'm making my intentions very clear. I've come up to flirt with her and probably escalate it further once I get out of here.
Alan? What do you mean escalate it further? April, blink twice. Can I make a shitpost edit for you of the stream related to this part of the... Oh yeah. No, absolutely, swag.
The other way is to be a little bit more indirect with my method, or not make my intentions clear right off the bat. So I'd come up to her and say, hey, how are you doing today? You know?
Yes, the wolf in sheep's clothing approach. Be a predator without it being obvious that you're a predator. I'm sorry, Alan. I don't mean this about you. I mean about whoever decides to follow this terrible advice.
I think that this would be absolutely perfect for your hair. And I saw you and I just had to tell you that you should get one of these.
What the fuck is Magnum doing upstairs? Excuse me. Alan, stop looking at me like that.
For yourself. Don't you think? I think it would actually go really well with your outfit right now. No, not at all? You don't think so? All right, what you definitely need is one of these scrunchies then. Pink? Pink's your color. Pink? That's a good color scrunchie for you. Here, I'll throw that in there, and you'll take this.
So, this was put... Okay. This I saw in the original Penguin Zero Moist Critical video. And yeah. Don't do this. Please.
It's good, right? And that was playful, and it was fun, I was flirty. I might have even touched on the arm here, something innocuous or not very offensive.
No, I think making physical contact with her is definitely going to offend her in this case. I promise you it's going to.
I don't want to make her uncomfortable, I don't want to offend her, but I want to let her know that I'm flirting with her.
Well, she's uncomfortable. Just saying.
And that is how to make a great approach at a supermarket.
I don't think it is. I'm sorry. I think you're wrong, Alan. What if I just type women? Why men abuse women? That's not what I... Dating big women. Oh dear. How to date a Taurus woman. Uh-oh. Self-defense tips for women. You may need that, depending on how many people watch that. Wait. Oh, this isn't Alvin. This isn't Alan the Annihilator. Damn it. That's okay.
On behalf of Expert Village, my name is John Egan. I'm going to give you tips on how to pick up beautiful women by my book entitled How to Pick Up Beautiful Women by John Egan. How to read a woman's body.
Okay, wait. We actually found a... selling... Fuck, a book isn't actually included on this. It's not an online course, it's not a program or a class. Fuck. Can you find one on how to pick up men for women? Yeah, we'll do that. That actually sounds funny. Count it anyway. No.
Body language. Most of the time.
Also, I apologize to speak ill of the dead, but this does look fairly similar to a gentleman I know who passed away recently. He wasn't exactly a great fella, so don't be like sorry for your loss. I don't feel too much.
Women will initiate the courtship sequence by signaling the male with body language. Women have many ways of signaling their interest to men through body language, which begins the initial contact. Women have in their arsenal more than 50 nonverbal signaling behaviors.
Just gonna do not how girls work.
Eye contact is perhaps the #1 form of body language communication. Women also bring attention to themselves through behaviors like smiling and laughing, tossing, touching, and twirling their hair.
So what you're saying is that in some cases, women communicate. Holy shit.
Are also nonverbal signals. Women will signal to males by hiking up their skirt slightly or touching various parts of their body.
What? Dude, she wants to fuck. She just tapped her elbow. Like, fucking hell.
Women will sometimes use whole body movements, such as what is called a parade, going out of her way to walk by the man she has selected, exaggerating her hip swings and arching her back so her breasts are pushed out.
What? Is this from the 90s or something? Early 2000s. We send signals to other women. It's a secret defense code. Yeah. If... DTF, down to flee. The one... Bro's talking about women, how zookeepers talk about peacocks. Yeah. As someone who has peacocks. Yeah. Wow. I am very impressed he hasn't said the word females yet.
Women will also use the approach method. She will position herself within 2 feet of the man, prompting him to start the conversation.
And then it just ends. It just ends. I bought this book a year ago. It's great. Do yourself the biggest favor of your life and go out and get it. Take my advice and buy this book. It's great. You will get any girl you want once you learn the techniques. I didn't start to enjoy this video before I got to 112 because then I knew there was just 1 second left. That's funny. See how he looks away from the camera? So he just was reading? Yeah. Sounding like this guy when you speak will get you into problems and left-hand only situations by yourself each and every night! Also the author of How to Write a Book If You Can Barely Read. God damn. Oh, sorry.
Most encounters are based on a predicted outcome. You have an answer by special design. Yeah, I had to lower my voice, sorry. For you before you even open your mouth or approach. Permission system filtered by ego standards. It's rare to think it's based on your solar intellect. I think most encounters are based on social charisma, aesthetic equity, which explains why girls suddenly show interest if you're with another girl. Snowball, competition and curiosity. That's the I don't care confident enemy, not to be confused with cocky.
How to pick up chicks. Go to farm or farm supply company. Find the chickens. Pick up the chicken. Congratulations. I think women will be impressed when you whip out the book How to Pick Up Beautiful Women. Can I... Please tell me I can buy this book. 1 second, it's going to ask me for my address. Oh. John Hamill. John Egan. How to Pick Up Beautiful Women. No way. It's available for $10 US. Even less money if it's physical. Amazing deal. This book is about 20 years out of date. The author's a bartender who has horrible grammar. His understanding of women is wrong by today's standards. How to Pick Up Beautiful Women. Lift with your legs, not your back. He's explaining it like it's a crackhead mating ritual. Can I duel you in that pose where it's Eminem throwing a pencil, but you're throwing out to pick up beautiful women? Yes. Swag, I'm gonna be blunt. You're allowed to draw me pregnant. Like, you do whatever you think would be good. Well, we gotta leave that one a like. Best places to meet women in New York City? Aw, man. Let's go meet women in New York City.
Hi, my name is Jessica Clare, and I'm
It's a woman! Everyone hide!
a professional dating coach here in New York City for New York Dating Coach. In this clip, we're going to talk about the best places here in New York City to meet women. And New York is the perfect place to meet women. You
No, I don't think so.
have tons and tons of museums. You have libraries. You have the theater. Now, the best
Ah, yes, libraries and the theater in 2026. Two of the most popular places. I wish libraries were still very popular in my area, because, you know, I like books. I don't read often. But when I actually do, it's a good time.
place to go and meet women, I think, in general, is somewhere outdoors in New York. So, unfortunately, it's seasonal, but Sheep's Meadow in Central Park is a really nice place to go. Women suntan by themselves, they read books there. It's nice and quiet in Central Park, so you'll have a place to talk. There's also lots of places in Central Park to sort of wander.
Hi, Dreambert, I can explain. But I won't.
And get lost in. It's the perfect place for a first date, even.
Why is there
South Street
horses?
Seaport, there's always something going on, a promotion, or art exhibits going on there. Secondly, street parades, things like that. Really good places to meet women. Assuming that you're not meeting tourists, there will always be people without their phones and without their music playing.
Without their phones. How long ago was this video posted? 5 years ago. I think it must be a re-upload, because there's no way they got this bad video quality in 2020. Let's see. I'd recommend turning off redeems. I will do that now. Redeems are off. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see if you super chat, so you'll have to, actually tell me in the chat, hey, somebody just super chatted. How to pick up men. Do I put boys or do I put men? Where can you meet high value men? Don't ask me how to pick up people unless you mean physically. I go with the flow. Oh yeah, we're not looking for good advice. Okay. Put men. Boys is Minecrafty. That's where my head set with that. No, I want to pick up men. I shouldn't say that too loud. My parents are home. I don't think we're going to find a way for... First date, I want a cat cafe or something like that. Fuck yeah. Women's dating tips, maybe? Dating rules that changed my life? That's 30 minutes. I'm not watching that. You are not woman. Okay, this...
There's a lot of dating advice out there that doesn't make sense to me. Always make sure you're the one to text him less. So if he sends you 2 texts, you send him 1. And if he sends...
Okay, counterpoint. Maybe this is me projecting, but I would appreciate it. Okay, well, in this case, that answer would work on me, but I appreciate it when my excitement is reciprocated.
Sends you 1 text, you send him 1-word answers. If he's getting distant, then you just tell him that he's being clingy and that you need space.
Is this...
You just always have to reverse psychology them. Here's a
Is this a joke or is this serious?
series of books of canned responses for every possible scenario, organized alphabetically by topic of discussion. Thank you. Yeah, I will get right on that. There's articles and books and movies and blogs and videos all based purely on the concept that there is a right way to date someone. That there is a correct combination of texts and words and behaviors that will make somebody fall in love with you.
Wait, are we gonna get actually good advice?
Without you losing your power. I think this is bullshit. And I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? I'll admit, I was 15. I would read Cosmopolitan and 17 magazine and follow their advice to a T. He's gonna call me now. He's gonna call me now. He's gonna call me now. Now. He's gonna call me now. What? Hey, Michael. I'm so sorry. I was just in the shower all naked and stuff. What's up, chicken butt? But I realized that all of this advice is based on the flawed premise that love is a game and people are prizes to be won.
Okay, so we're going to put that into the genuinely good advice. Goddamn right. So the first bit of this was satire, and she's just saying the stuff. Okay. Fuck yeah. I appreciate that. That is genuinely good advice. These are so long videos. Oh, like she pointed out all the things that really disengage a guy from the conversation. Yeah. What makes me like, what made me double take is that initially I genuinely could not tell that she was making a joke. Because I know people who genuinely do believe things like that. And then when she did the 180 and was like, yeah, no, this is just, like, fucking people are people. That's someone who fucking gets it. How to approach women without being creepy. We have Why are there so many things on? Hi, Wojtek. How are you? Hi, Wojtek. I want... You know what? Yeah. Seems like most of these boil down to have basic fucking social skills. Yeah? Who would have thought that people prefer it when, you know, you're a person? What the I don't... I'm sorry, Paige. I don't know how to find what we're looking for here. Like... Modern women are begging men to start dating again. No, they're not. No, they're not. They aren't. Literally no one is begging for that. I don't think we're fucking finding anything, Paige. Oh, wait. This one's a short one. This might have it. She's selling a book. It's an ebook. It's an online book.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention.
Oh boy, I'm gonna learn how to not lose my man.
Let's get into it, ladies. Men,
okay.
Wrong. Taking them for
I will, don't worry.
Granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them. The value in how they treat you. Not communicating well.
Well, I mean, yeah, if they do treat you well, then it's nice to have recognition, sure.
Or effectively.
That's how anything breaks down, lack of communication, okay?
Like expecting men to read our minds. Getting mad when they can't.
She gave me the look, and I felt like she was targeting me.
Being dismissive about how you make him feel?
I think that's a mutual thing.
Or being overly defensive in response to how he feels.
I mean, yeah, but these are basic things.
Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions. And how you've made that man feel. Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise. 4 ways women...
Okay, so the tip from a girl to a girl is that dudes have feelings. Okay. That's fine. Because she's selling an online book and we already got one, I said no to that because it was a physical product. What do we think? Does the book count as a course or a program? A coaching program? What's your favorite type of dating? I like carbon dating. Yeah, all things have feelings. Yeah. Fuck, is my stream delay bad? Test. Okay, no, it's not too bad. I'm going to say a coaching program.
Lose a good man.
Let's click on more of this. She seems to act... Oh, that's a 26-minute video. Nope, fuck that. That is so long. I don't want that. I like dating carbon-based life forms, too. Oh, no. This guy's selling a book. Do we click it? Let's click it.
If a woman is difficult or distant or inconsistent or impatient or demanding or
Why
whatever,
did it just beep at me?
it's almost always because she believes that she could do better.
What?
Maybe she had a better option in the past who may not have wanted the kind of relationship that she did. Maybe she is comparing herself to her friends or social media.
What?
Or maybe she's just delusional about her value.
Whoa! We have really Dude. Look, Shaggy, I don't know if we can just jump like that.
And expectations. The reason doesn't really matter. The upshot is that you're not going to have a good time, and you'll be putting in more and more effort for smaller and smaller returns. The smart move is to select women who are enthusiastic about being there.
Select women. Welcome to Build-A-Bitch, fellas. What the fuck?
Anything less is a job. Check out the full episode, How to Have Effortless Relationships with Women, for more.
I don't think I'll be doing that, bud. I think you're wrong. I think you're... Is that a guy I work with? No, it's not. Ten rules. Never beg a woman for love. Okay. Never date a high-maintenance woman. Okay. Never tolerate disrespect from a woman. What? Never beg a woman to stay if she wants to leave you. Okay. Never date a broke woman. She is a financial vampire and a parasite. What the fuck? Why is this thing called the Love Blueprint? Never beg for love. Okay. Build a what now? Leo, we're doing bingo of the toxic things of people giving dating advice on YouTube. Like, never beg for love. Yeah, that, it should be an equal playing field. Never date high maintenance. It's like, fucking, what? Never tolerate disrespect. What the fuck? Don't beg someone to stay if they want to leave. Okay. Never date a broke woman. She is a financial vampire and a parasite. What the fuck? How does one define high maintenance? She needs to be fed more than twice a week. Never take back a woman who left you for another man. She is coming back to destroy you. What? Women who demand more from you than what you can provide. I can't provide more than 2 meals a week. What do they mean by high maintenance? And what if I like maintaining them? I mean, I like the quote-unquote maintaining when it comes to something like that, because that's part of the benefit to me. That I like that sort of thing, so I'm with you on that. Granted, the thing I consider high maintenance would actually be, a negative aspect. Hi, Mom. We're looking at bad dating advice given by people on the internet.
Peacock, peacock, peacock.
That's a tiny peacock egg.
It's smaller than a chicken egg.
Yeah.
I think this is our little girl from last year that was born last year. They're not supposed to lay eggs yet.
Speaking of dating advice. Oh, man.
But yeah, they're starting to lay eggs, so we gotta...
Yeah.
Whenever you go down, just take a look in the barns and pens.
Yeah.
10 rules for...
Oh, yeah, no, this is fucked.
Never beg a woman for love.
Okay.
Never date a high-maintenance woman. Never tolerate disrespect from a woman. Never tolerate disrespect from a man.
Oh, no. Keep going.
Never
It gets
beg
worse.
A woman to stay if she wants to leave you. Never date a broke woman. She is a financial vampire and a parasite. Oh my gosh.
Like, this is fucked.
Never take back a woman who left you for another man. Well, she's coming back to destroy you. That was sound, but
yeah,
that is scary.
Yeah.
Never expect a woman to rescue you from poverty. Never fight over a woman with another man. Never allow a woman to pay your bills. Never stay with an unhappy woman who gives you no peace.
It's so fucking... We're playing bingo. Yeah. Now, we were mostly watching videos of guys giving dating advice, and it was really shit dating advice.
You don't have. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Some of these things.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get the bingo card from?
I made it. We made it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they keep talking about high maintenance women, and I've come to the conclusion that in their eyes, a high maintenance woman is someone who needs more than 2 meals a week.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. The rest of the time she's in the suitcase in the closet.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Yeah, the internet's a magical place. Full of wonderful people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Paige, we're not talking about people who are like the logical thing of what high maintenance actually is. Oh, my sister is trying to Snapchat me. So that means you're not answering your phone.
I'll go up and answer.
There we are. An alligator is not a high maintenance woman. Yeah. It is an alligator. Okay, I want to see more expert village things. If there is more of it. Dating tips for guys, a woman's perspective. Oh, it's the New York lady from 17 years ago, apparently.
Hi, my name is Jessica Claire, and I'm a dating coach for New York Dating
Hi,
Coach.
Jessica.
And we're here in New York City.
Okay.
In this clip, we're going to talk about how to attract women.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure you see women all the time that you want to pay attention to you.
Yeah.
The first rule is body language.
Oh boy, we're definitely going down a rabbit hole. This stream is a rabbit hole.
If you make it clear you want someone to approach you or come near you, you have to show that off with physical confidence. A man who's sulking or looks nervous is never going to get the woman attracted to him.
Counterpoint. Looking confused and timid at a Renaissance fair.
So, rule number 1, eye contact. If you see a girl you like, why don't you give her a little look? Maybe a wink, always a smile. It should just all be done without hesitation.
Is she missing a tooth? I believe so.
Hesitation is the killer of attraction.
The way she pronounces her S's kind of points it out.
Rule number 2, say something. If you want a girl to be attracted to you, you have to talk to her first. Nothing's going to come to you free. So, a smile, good posture, a wink of the eye, and say something, just ask her name.
Yeah, that typically is, yeah, you need to know her name. That's good advice, I guess.
Those are the best ways to get a woman to be attracted to you. This has been Jessica Claire with New York Dating Coach and How to Attract a Woman.
Ah, yes, how to attract a woman. Find out her name. Self-defense neck breaks. Okay, but that's not...
I'm going to show you how to break the neck. Now, this is a serious situation.
Oh, we're just jumping in here. Okay.
But if it were a life or death situation, as women's self-defense mostly is, this is something you need to consider.
Send me a picture of that book. Okay. Open image in new tab. Copy that image. Send that image to Suahagen.
To break the neck, you have to use two-way motion. You have to release and then break. So to release the jaw, you can either push to the side here, push to the side here.
I was under the impression that the neck break thing was just a Hollywood thing.
Once you got that direction going, you want to snap in the other direction. So once I've released, I want to pull.
The mindset of that is that you're pushing and they start actively fighting you, and then you immediately reverse that so they're already trying to turn their head in the other way, and then, you know, it assists you initially, I assume.
Two-way action, here and push as hard as I can. So it's here, boom. Other way. Release the jaw, put your hand on the back of the head, and push and pull at the same time. Once again, that two-way action, pushing and pulling at the same time. Boom, boom. The other angle. Boom, push, and pull. It doesn't really matter if you're on the jaw or on the head, which one you're pushing and pulling. Just remember, you've got that two-way action going. Once again, this is a serious situation. Don't take this lightly. If you're going to break somebody's neck, it needs to be when your life depends on it. If an assailant is going to take your life, then you need to take his. By breaking the neck, it's over. Game's over. Once again, even if you don't break the neck here, boom, you could seriously damage somebody.
It would be funny if she switched people between takes.
So please, take this seriously when you're training, and if you're using somebody, don't do it for real, because you could hurt them.
How to attract older women. There we go. That's a video for me.
Hi, this is Jessica Clare with New York Dating Coach in
It's Jessica Clare again.
New York City. In this clip, we're going to discuss how to attract older women, regardless of what category this falls into for you, 5 years older, 10 years older. I think it's really important to be as mature as you can possibly be. Certainly, you had your wild days, you love to have fun, you're young, but to attract an older woman, you have to be able to make decisions and be in charge. An older woman is much less likely to put up with your crap, if you will, than a
I can't believe she'd say that.
younger woman. So be prepared to go on more expensive dates. Be prepared to talk seriously. Be worldly. Read the
Play cribbage. Fuck yeah.
paper.
And canasta.
Accept that
Roomy cube.
being an adult,
Roomy cube.
or someone who considers herself to be an adult, is going to require some more adult behavior on your part. Also, be proactive in meeting older women. Maybe on your online site you say that you're looking to meet an older woman. Maybe you only hit on older women. To be more attractive to them, be prepared to be large and in charge. This is Jessica Clare in New York City.
That didn't help me. This is not what I'm looking for. Using a groin kick in self-defense for women. I also like gin rummy. That is also valid. You know, we gotta look at the groin kick. You know, it just... Expert village again. This is your brain on drugs.
Okay, this is Steve Jimenez, back here with Marisa Esquivel again, and what we just went over right now were front kicks to the groin area being the target area. One of the things is you do not want to try and deliver this kick from a from a stressed situation. You need to relax. You need to be relaxed. You need to be calm, and you need to try to control yourself a little bit so that you can deliver the maximum speed and maximum power with your technique. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over this technique again real nice and slow. Marisa's in her fighting stance, and we're going to start off in the fighting stance. From here in her fighting stance, hands are up, knees are slightly bent, she's loaded, locked and loaded, ready to go.
Every time he breathes in, the trees sway.
She's going to drive her knee forward towards the target. And then as she drives her knee forward, she's going to snap her foot out, actually making contact with her shin. And when she comes in, notice how her foot is going to be beyond the target, her toe will be beyond the target. So if she were kicking me to the groin, if I'm here, it would look something like this. When she comes through with her power, she's going to notice how her hip actually gets into the technique. This is where a lot of her power is going to come from. Right there. You see how she snaps the hip? The hip? Good. And time. Also, keep in mind, any technique, anything that you're using, you always want to try and keep your guard up. If you're kicking, if you're kneeing, you always want to try and keep your guard up at the same time. That's pretty much one of our golden rules. Notice too when she's delivering this kick, she's exhaling. She's breathing on impact. That's one of the things that's really important. That's what's going to help you stay relaxed, be able to recoil faster, and even before that, be able to deliver maximum power and speed.
Okay. I don't know actually that much about martial arts. Do we want to click a Libra? Let's click a Libra.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Libra female. The thing you have to understand about Libra women is, first of all, they are beautiful. These are drop-dead good-looking women.
Who here is a Libra? Share with me your birth date. Don't actually.
And they are looking for somebody who is worthy of them.
I'm a Libra. All right. I hope your planned art commission turns out well. Thank you, Leo. That isn't a it's not a shit post. There is something very big coming. I just paid for it today. And it's a lot. It's a lot. It's money well spent, but it is a lot. I'm a Virgo. Okay. Okay, so this is a guide on how to date page.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Libra female. The thing you have to understand about Libra women is, first of all, they are beautiful.
That is true.
These are drop-dead good-looking women, and they are looking for somebody who is worthy of them.
For the sake of the joke, I apologize, Paige, but I'm a fake shark on the internet, so we're going all in.
That means you have to have enough money.
I have 250 I don't know the name of the Philip. 1 second. I have 250 Philippine pesos. That's a lot.
That means you have to provide a fabulous ride. And
I have a 99 Honda CRV that's held together by rust and dreams.
an elegant upscale destination.
I have a nice house. Astrology is a bit bunk in my opinion. You're a lot kinder towards it than I am. I will suffer no bullshittery.
Because Libras don't slum it.
Ow.
Libras, even if they start out life in a trailer, they're going to end up in a stone castle on Bayshore.
You hear that, Paige? You might be a trailer park baby, but you're destined for, you know, at least a 2-bedroom duplex. I was holding my tongue. That's fair. I'm a Cancer, and I know that because people on the internet call me that.
Because where it is you take them to matters so much more than what it is you do when you're there.
We are going to my trailer to bang.
So if you really want to date a Libra female, you have to show up impeccably dressed.
I mean, these are nice clothes, and I have a stylish hat. It could work.
But not better dressed than she is, or she'll...
Never mind. She'll hate me forever. Nobody dresses better than me.
resent you for it. And you have to be prepared to spend a ton of money to wine, dine her, and most importantly, treat her like a lady.
You like wine? I'm not like many Libras. I don't care about how much a guy has. Fuck! I just want someone who I can appreciate, and in return, they do the same. I'm more into a kind soul. But you're a Libra, so the money matters a lot. I don't like astrology. I'm just gonna say that. Meh. Yeah.
Because Libra women like to be ladies in the living room and sluts in the bedroom.
Oh, okay, we're just saying that. I'm not going to push you for an answer on that. I feel like that's pushing the joke a little too far.
As long as you are aware to keep the two things separate and you treat her like a lady, you will be in for the ride of your life. So that's a tip for dating a Libra female.
She just casually brings up, yeah, they're total sluts. Anyways.
Janet Scales, the star goddess, and that's better living through astrology.
Okay. I guess we'll put dating by zodiac sign. Oh, she did say female. She did say a female. Oh, there's a lot. How to end a relationship with an Aquarius. Definitely not all what she said, I swear. Darn it. How dare the stars betray me?
Hi,
I'm an Aquarius. All right. Wilku, I'm going to find out how I can break up with you. Sabrina, for the sake of the joke, I've been slamming your man like a tin can for a while, and now I need to break up with him.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here's how you end a relationship with an Aquarius. First and foremost, you never really end a relationship with an Aquarius.
Okay, well, I'm fucked.
Because they're the only sign in the zodiac that remain friends with their exes and will marry an ex not just once, but often twice. Aquarius.
Okay. Astrology, you can take enough of the traits and apply it to any sign it's generic enough that people latch onto it. Yeah.
Aquarians are the most social people in the zodiac, and they value their friends and their communications with their friends above everything else. So if you truly want to end a relationship with an Aquarian, cut them off from their friends, take away their communication devices, and make them stay at home on the couch gazing into your eyes all day long. Sooner or later, it will drive that Aquarian crazy, and they'll have to leave just because they need the socialization. So the key to getting rid of an Aquarian is to draw them closer and be more needy, and that very fact will make them, the anti-sign, turn on their heels and run as far away from you as you can. So that's how you get rid of an Aquarian. I'm Janet Scialis, the Star Goddess, and that's better living through astrology.
What the fuck were we moving to the side there for? Okay. How to know if a man loves you? What? Those last two words weren't necessary. I don't really believe in the zodiac stuff anymore. Yeah. I consider it a novelty that hasn't no basis, so I don't know.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here's a tip for figuring out how you can tell if a man's in love with you.
Is this even still bingo? Not really. I sent you the doodle. It's the best I could do on my phone. He did a doodle. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I fucking love that. The file name is half a book. I fucking love you, man. Oh my god.
Astrologers are in the love business, and people always want to know, does he love me? How can I tell? Are there any kind of zodiac indicators that will give me some insight into how this person feels about me? There are a couple of ways to determine whether...
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if there's someone like me and they like you, then they will be nice until you show that, hey, there's a solid chance that you might reciprocate that, in which case they'll say, hey, I think you're cool. And if you say, yeah, I think you're cool too, then we start doing a date. And then 9 months later, I have a child.
man's in love
Anyways.
with you or not. In astrology, Venus...
The joke is that I'm pregnant.
is the planet of love. Mars is the planet of sexuality. Chemistry comes from somebody's Venus sign being in the same sign as somebody else's Mars. That's a good indicator. According to Carl Jung, the psychologist, the very best combination for a long-lasting relationship is someone whose sun sign is the same as their
I don't know where he got his psychology degree.
partner's Venus sign planet of love, because that makes for a genuine love relationship.
Venus governs Libra, so the very horny stuff comes from it. Okay, so my Venus is governing my Libra so fucking hard right now.
For the ultimate in emotional compatibility, you want your love's moon sign or Venus sign to be the same as your moon sign or Venus sign. But if
My penis sign has a hole in it. Does that count? like an extra hole. The joke is the buffing wheel pinning my dick to my leg. In case you haven't heard that story. Yeah. Anyways.
If you ask my Aunt Marie,
sweet corn.
the best way to tell if a man's in love with you is because he wants to be with you all the time. That's a key to how to find out if a man's in love with you. That's Better Living Through Astrology. I'm Janet Skialis, the Star Goddess.
Wait, so at the end, did she just say, like...
If you ask my Aunt Marie, the best way to tell if a man's in love with you is because he wants to be with you all the time.
I think I trust her Aunt Marie a lot more.
That's a key to how to find out if a man's in love with you. That's Better Living Through Astrology. I'm Janet Skialis, the Star.
Like an insect on a pinboard. No, like a fucking... Like a long, sharp piece of wire through a peener. That's a better analogy. She's so wise. Oh, yeah. How to date a Libra woman.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess.
Wait, did we already watch this?
Libra female. The thing you have to understand about Libra women is, first of all, they are beautiful. These are...
Oh, yeah, right. And then she just casually mentions,
And you have to be prepared to spend a ton of money because Libra women like to be ladies in the living room and sluts in the bedroom. And as long as you are aware...
That... Okay.
That's Better Living Through Astrology. Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Scorpio woman. First of all, you have to realize that...
Okay. Is anyone here a Scorpio? I don't agree with that. That's valid. I don't think this is going to work, Paige. This fictional relationship I cooked up in my head with someone and a fictional, character on the internet just might not work out. You've broken my heart. And now I'm going to break your window. Hi, Toast! We're doing great. Hope we can still be friends. If not, I'll let you off the hook this time. How dare you not remain true to one person's interpretation of your astrology sign 17 years ago. This stream is delightfully awkward. Oh yeah, no, this stream fucking sucks. Leave a like. Toast, what's your zodiac sign? Tell me that you're a Scorpio woman, please. I don't actually know your gender, Toast. You've been around for quite some time, and I don't believe I've properly asked before. That was the old Libras. Ah, I see. I kind of want a soda water right now. After this video, I might run up and grab one real quick. The bull. Okay. The Tauros. Well, this is a scorpion.
This is a woman you are not going to control. Scorpio...
I'm FTM. Oh, you're a... Okay, so you're a dude. Right? Female to male, you're a dude? I'm just trying to make sure I'm a trans dude. Okay, cool. Cool. Just want to make sure. I've made mistakes in, referencing people before, and I feel like a dick, so, you know. Toast is a bro. I can work with that. I appreciate you asking. Most people don't. Meh. I mean, I'm literally the IKEA shark, except the design isn't based on it at all, but it's pretty fucking coincidental. So, you know, like a third of my audience is trans. So I need to get better with, you know. Yeah, I have to be trying to think of the right words. Like, I need to make sure I say the right things. I don't like making people mad. Toast is also neurodivergent, if it was never clear. That's fair.
Women are the most intense, highly sexed sign in the zodiac, and if you
Okay, so there's just a lot of sex
let
on
them
this
out of your
lady's mind.
sight for more than 5 minutes, they'll be chatting up their next conquest.
Oh.
Scorpio women, fortunately, are very much aroused by power. Not money, but power. If you've got a great position,
I've got a gun. I'm so sorry. Nope.
you want to let that Scorpio woman know that this is what you do because they like to borrow their power from the man that they're with. So the best way to attract one is to prove to her that you are clearly man enough for her.
So this is not gonna work.
The other thing you have to do with a Scorpio woman is that you have to act like you care less than they do in the relationship. That will make her try all the harder. And it's known for a Scorpio woman that the person that cares the least controls the relationship.
What?
So, don't call them right away. Leave them wandering. And most important when you're dealing with a Scorpio woman, leave them wanting more. Because the moment they think they know everything there is to know about you and have gotten everything they want out of you, they will leave you in the distance, headed for their next conquest. So that's a dating tip for a Scorpio female. I'm Janet Scales, the star goddess, and that's better living through astrology.
No. I'm worth a lot of money, I guess. Yeah. RAM prices are crazy. Yeah. And the transmissions go like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I am gonna grab myself a quick soda water from upstairs. Do you guys want anything? They do stereotype zodiacs as horny frickers. Yeah. No, they... Yeah. I got a coconut? Okay. That's pretty good. So you don't need a drink. Does anyone else need a drink from upstairs? I've got soda water, and I've got regular water, and I don't feel like looking for anything else, so that's all I got. What flavor is soda water? I think it's lemon, but it might be lime, but it's very slight taste. Like you can barely tell that it's flavored. I want a Wojtek. You can't get one. All right, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves and, you know, figure out who would win in a fight or something. Yeah. I'll be right back. Okay. I've returned. I've got a soda water. Excuse me. Hello, cool dude. You're a cool dude. Cool dude's returned. Oh my god! Oh, pay! Even knowing it was set up, that genuinely does feel nice, so thank you. That actually is very nice. I appreciate you guys.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Leo female.
I've got a cousin who's a Leo, but I don't like that idea for this. I'm trying to think if I have any friends who are Leos. That's August, right? Swag is communicating in shapes. Yep. They're called hieroglyphics. Whatever. For whoever wants to date my cousin, here you go.
The most important thing you have to realize about a Leo female is that you have to think you're the luckiest man on the planet to even have a chance with taking her out. Leos are the most expensive girls in the zodiac. It's a good idea to show up with a gift, and you better make sure it's jewelry, fur, or lingerie, because Leos don't consider toasters an appropriate gift.
Motherfucker, toasters are valuable appliances.
Leos are the most dramatic. They are the most fiery and outgoing of signs. And if you want to impress a Leo, you have to take them to something that nobody else gets to go to, because they like the air of exclusivity. They like to think that they're the queens of the zodiac, and you need to sit at their feet, be their adoring audience, and think that you're the luckiest man on the planet, that they have given you their smile and their shine on you. Leos are impressed with high-class restaurants, first-class rides, first-class tickets, and anything that has an air of exclusivity is going to make the Leo purr with pleasure. So that's a dating tip for a Leo female. I'm Janet Scales, the Star Goddess, and that's Better Living Through Astrology.
Oh man, a toaster oven would be fucking awesome. A small cast iron skillet. That'd also be cool. Zodiac personality is dumb. Tarot personality is better. Counterpoint. Both dumb. Or at the very least, like, I definitely do agree that tarot seems better. Or at the very least more plausible to me. She repeated a phrase. I believe it. I never said it was good. That's fair. Excuse me. Air fryer is just a convection oven. Yeah. I don't mess with tarot. Yeah, Vix happens to be a proper Wiccan, not like a TikTok witch, but you know. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's how I learned about tarot. That's how I gained at least a bit of a respect for the sort of stuff. I still don't really believe in it, but it's cool.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Virgo female. Virgos are the pickiest perfectionist of the zodiac.
Oh, you Virgos.
Virgo's favorite word is perfect. So when you're planning a date with a Virgo, you have to make sure that every base is covered, and it has to be the perfect
Oh, man.
date. You have to show up on time, clean, with no dirt under your fingernails, because Virgos consider that a horrible knockout factor.
Oh, you Virgos and your finger obsessions.
You need to pick the appropriate restaurant. Not too expensive, not too cheap. Cleanliness is the key to
The fuck? No. No, we don't argue with it. Payne, I'm sorry. You're staring at my fingernails right now. And you're thinking, darn, he's gross.
Virgo. If you're going to take them to something, Virgos, although in private they can be very randy and rowdy,
Oh.
in public, these are the prudes of the zodiac. So no X-rated movies, no avant-garde plays. Stick with the tried and true, and that will work for a Virgo. The key is they don't like anything haphazard or sloppy, and that carries over into the dating. So if you show up with a well-thought-out plan,
You know, Payne, he hates scuffed things.
a reasonable amount of time to get to all of that, and your clothing matches, your hair is combed, and your fingernails.
If they're too long, I'm thinking about clipping them for you. Aw, that's nice of you. The only Leos are that.
Are clean, you'll find that your Virgo will give you her undivided attention and make you feel 10 feet taller than you are. That's
10 feet? Whoa!
tips for dating a Virgo. That's better living through astrology.
I don't like that clip, but that would be a clip.
I'm Janet Scialis, the Star Goddess. Hi.
Okay, a Pisces, the fish. Is anyone here a Pisces? And if not, I will take the thing because I'm a fish.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some keys for dating a Pisces. Actually, Pisces are the easiest sign in the zodiac to date because they really don't like fancy restaurants.
I do like a fancy restaurant every once in a while, but realistically, I'm just gonna get the same old boring shit, so, you know.
Big stretch limousines, or going to spectacular outings.
Okay, well, limousines is just, we got a car, but we made it long. And spectacular outings, it's just, you know. Pisces is my rising sign, apparently. What the fuck is a rising sign?
The true thing for a Pisces is they want to help you, they want to save you. So any kind of volunteer effort, save the whale.
No, I consider myself pretty self-serving. I consider myself to be a fairly selfish individual. Like, I consider my selfishness to be a major downfall of me, you know? Who is more compatible joke-wise? According to Tomodachi Life, me and Payne. According to my bank statement, me and Swag. And according to me, I'm married to my job. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you dodge a question.
Work in a soup kitchen works great for Pisces. Of course, once they found the right person, then the perfect evening for a Pisces is a loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and a handful of drugs.
Fucking what? I was about to say something along the lines of, bread and wine, so we're Jesus, and then, no, a handful of drugs. I need a hug and a milkshake and a lot of drugs. That's the thing that I say. Oh my God. I need to hear that again.
Kitchen works great for Pisces. Of course, once they found the right person, then the perfect evening for a Pisces is a loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and a handful of drugs. because they are the ones that want to indulge their sensuality and get lost in the feelings for one another. So, to date a Pisces, find a nice warm place with a big screen TV, good music, good movies, good songs, and you'll find that these are the most indolent, lazy, sensual guys who will make sure your nighttime date turns into a weekend.
Oh. If you consider it a drug, I know a method of synthesizing estrogen. I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I'm proud of you, but yeah.
So that's a key for dating a Pisces. I'm Janet Skialis, the Star Goddess, and that's Better Living Through Astrology.
Okay, wait,
Hi, I'm
Scorpio.
the Star Goddess.
We already
and
got
here's
a
some tips
Scorpio.
for one thing only on their regeneration. And that's
Okay.
important to realize about Star Goddess.
We already had a Scorpio on this list, didn't we? Oh, that was a Scorpio woman, but now this is how to date a Scorpio. Okay. So this is different.
And here are some tips for dating a Scorpio. The most important thing to realize about a Scorpio is there is one thing and one thing only on their mind, and that's sex. And the Zodiac Scorpio rules the 8th house of sex, death, and regeneration.
So they fuck. Okay.
So in order to date a Scorpio, you have to realize that at the end of the evening, sex better be involved because that's really what they are all about.
This should be a Cancer because
The
okay.
whining, the dining, the drinking, the dancing, all of that is just a prelude to the intimacy that they so desperately seek. The beauty of a Scorpion is they are going to be all about you. Whatever it is they're doing, they're going to have 100% of their undivided attention. Whatever it is they do to the maximum of their ability. If they play tennis against you,
why are you bringing up tennis? They were just saying they fuck hard.
Even if they're 6'3" and you're 5'3", they're going to smash an overhead lob right down your throat if you don't back away from the net.
They're gonna smash something else down your throat from the sounds of it.
So when you're dating a Scorpio, the thing to realize is that that experience must be intense, it must be in-depth, and it must be something that takes them out of their comfort zone. If you do that, you'll have a Scorpio's undivided attention. That's Better Living Through Astrology. I'm Janet Skialis, the Star Goddess.
Okay, a Capricorn. I know a Scorpio. Meg, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is kind of bullshit stuff. So, I wouldn't take it too seriously. Who here's a Capricorn?
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some keys to dating a Capricorn. The thing you have to know about Capricorn are they're very socially conscious, and they're acutely aware of their position on the social pecking chain.
Okay.
So if you want to date a Capricorn, you're going to have to impress them with where it is you take them. These are not boys and...
You're a narc? Get him out of here, boys.
Girls that you take to McDonald's for dinner on a first date. They like private clubs, they like fancy restaurants, and they will walk in and order the most expensive thing on the menu and watch your eyes to see if you flinch. Capricorns like you to be clean, sweet-smelling, and dressed appropriately to the occasion that they're taking you to. They are acutely aware of what other people think, and the more you impress them with your prestige and your style and your standing, the more they are going to be attracted to you. So, the keys to dating a Capricorn: show up clean, on time, sober, and well-dressed. And they will show you the very best time, whether it's within their price range or slightly out of it. That's Better Living Through Astrology. That's how you date a Capricorn.
I like my
I'm
helmet.
Janet Skialis, the Star Goddess. Hi, I'm the...
Understanding Capricorn men. We don't really care what men think, though.
Star Goddess, and here's a key to understanding your Capricorn man. The most important thing you have to understand about a Capricorn man is fun is not in their vocabulary.
Hey, the most important thing you need to know about people who are born at a certain time is that they like to be boring as shit.
Ruled by Saturn, these are the hardest workers, the most serious sign of the zodiac. Their symbol is the mountain goat, and they pick a goal for themselves, and they climb, and you can knock them back down, and they get back up and continue towards their goal.
Have you seen a goat? They play like crazy.
Capricorns may start off life sweeping floors at McDonald's, but before they're done, they're going to own a chain of them. So the key to understanding your Capricorn man is he's not going to write you poetry. He's not going to send you flowers. What he is going to do is get up and go to work every day, work as hard as he can, be clean, be neat, deal with all his responsibilities and obligations, and put you in a fine castle made of stone. If you understand that the Capricorn man shows his love for you by providing for you, you'll be able to see the joy. And
Capricorns are mare goats. Yeah, but you see, the beauty of astrology is that you get to pick and choose anything you want, so it's fine.
This particular sun sign, and know that you'll be taken care of for the rest of your days. So that's Better Living Through Astrology and the key to understanding a Capricorn man. I'm Janet Skialis, the Star Goddess. Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some keys for dating a...
Okay, I want to see what fucking cancers do. Does she never talk about cancers? Oh my god, she never talks about cancers.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here's how you end a relationship with an
No.
Aquarius. First,
Go away. How to date a Cancer woman. No, I need to know how to date a Cancer man. How to date a Cancer. All right, fellas, we got this. This is how you date me. According to irrefutable science or some shit.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating the Cancer man. The most important thing to remember about Cancer men are these are the most sensitive men in the zodiac.
Okay.
Represented by a creature that has no vocal cords, Cancer men have a very difficult time articulating what their wants and needs are. So for you...
You know, crabs are fairly social. No, that playlist didn't have everything in it. The caretakers of the zodiac. Look, I'm emotionally sensitive because my dad was gone for a lot of my childhood because he had to work. I don't know if it has too much to do with the sun and stars and shit.
To be successful when dating them, you have to realize that although you think they're looking for a mate or a partner, what they're really looking for is someone to take care of them and meet their every emotional needs.
That sounds toxic as shit. No? Don't get me wrong, it would be nice, but that's not what... Okay. Sure.
These guys are looking for moms. So the best way...
Okay, I do like a mommy, but this is different.
To date a Cancer man is to make sure that your dates include plenty of eating, drinking, sensual water sports, because they really enjoy baths and bubbles and...
Okay, lady. You can't just casually say, hey, they enjoy water sports. You can't out me like that. And you can't just fucking then immediately go back on it saying, oh yeah, I mean, like, you can take a bath with them.
Soft music and to be romantic, because these are some of the most romantic guys in the zodiac. Whatever you do when you're with your Cancer man, make sure you are finding a way to indulge him.
I know what that means, and that's hilarious. Well, let's let everyone else in on the joke. If you're not aware, the term water sports in modern day tends to mean a piss fetish. That's the joke. Laugh.
Him, his wants, and his needs. Of course, that works well with most signs of the zodiac. But if you really want to catch your Cancer man, make him the most fabulous dish that you can cook, and you'll find that once he's at your table, he won't leave.
Counterpoint. I'm fussy as fuck. You'll need to make me a plain hamburger. And because I eat abnormally fast, I will be done it very quickly. And then you'll be disappointed that now I want to play through Halo 3's campaign with you again.
That's a clue to dating a Cancer man. I'm Janet Scialis, the star.
Well, you know, I've always fancied myself to be kind of female. So, you know, let's see how to date a Cancer woman.
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating a Cancer. The hardest thing about dating a Cancer is figuring out what it is they really want to do, because Cancers are represented by a creature that has no vocal cords. So they have a difficult...
You telling me if I make you an elaborate meal, you wouldn't like it? Most likely, yeah. Swag, if it has cheese in it, I won't touch it.
Time expressing or articulating their wants and their needs. So if you say to a Cancer woman, where would you like to go on Friday night? And she says, I don't care, you pick. You have to be aware that that's a trick question, because the Cancer sometime in the last 2 weeks had mentioned to you in a little small voice the place that she'd like to go, the thing that she'd like to see, or the...
Okay, well, sounds like Cancer women are insufferable. Okay. Well, fuck. Do you at least eat your burgers seasoned? Yeah. Alright, Swag, let's find out how to date you. According to real science. Definitely. Fresh tuna and boiled with seasoned chopped vegetables. Thanks for coming by, Veltistia. I hope you had a decent time. We covered a lot of fucking ground, eh? Why is that turning white?
Hi, I'm the Star Goddess, and here are some tips for dating an Aries. Aries are a cardinal fire sign. They're the very first sign of the zodiac.
Also, Swag, I don't like cooked vegetables. I feel empowered to date poorly now. Yes, go forth and fuck up your life. It's what I did, and I turned out fine. I just turned into a VTuber. Oh, God. Save yourself.
And they're ruled by the planet Mars. As such, whatever it is they're doing, they want to be the first person to do it. These are the first guys to try a new restaurant, a new club, a new adventure, because Aries are the go.
Okay, Aries like to try new things. Swag, we're trying water sports. Get in the tub. I'm sorry. Homemade onion rings on it. I don't like onion rings. Lettuce. I don't really like lettuce. Tomato. I do not like tomato. Spicy mayo. I don't really like spicy mayo or regular mayo. Or whatever condiments. I don't like most condiments. And bacon. Bacon sounds good. I try new programs.
See and doers. So if you want to go out with an Aries, the most important thing to do is don't plan a boring, mundane, dull evening. Roll up in a really hot car. Bright red really attracts their attention.
Okay, you got to roll up in a hot car to be with Swag. We need a red convertible, like my kindergarten teacher. How do you feel about grilled mushrooms? It's a cooked vegetable. I don't really like cooked vegetables. Dude, you'd be making me scream in a kitchen. Yeah. Do you guys see why I haven't tried to get back into dating? Because this is something that genuinely embarrasses me.
Pull up on a motorcycle, take them skydiving, take them rock climbing. And since they're very competitive, one of the best things to do is to take them out and beat them at their own sport.
Okay, Swag, I need to take you out back and beat you. At soccer. / your football. Fuck no, I want to stay at home and play Lego Batman with you. Fuck yeah! What about fried catfish with lemon? That sounds excellent. Excuse me.
Because if you do that, you'll find that you've stirred their passion, because not only have you beaten them, but you have proved you are worthy of them. So
I have to be worthy of my editor's love.
the best thing to do with an Aries is provide a fun-filled, action-packed evening. And the more things you try and cram into that given time span, the more the Aries...
Swag's gonna smash me, bro. Fuck yeah.
is going to like it. That's better living through astrology. That's how you date an Aries.
Okay, well, I hope you got something out of that, Swag, because that was... whatever. How to court an Aries woman. I think this will be probably the last one for the night.
Hi, my name is Reka Morvay. I'm a psychologist. I'm going to talk to you today about how to court an Aries woman.
A psychologist? Okay. She got 20% of me correct. I'm a believer. No!
Now, Aries women are supposed to be assertive, independent, and adventurous. However, as we all know, the zodiac sign is not written in stone, so...
Well, we can agree there, I guess.
So perhaps the best thing to do is to take a look at your Aries woman and see what kind of a person she is. If she is indeed independent and adventurous, then the best way to court a woman like this is to try to appeal to what she likes. Of course,
if she's independent and adventurous, then take her to the top of a mountain alone. Fried catfish with lemon or a spicy glaze? No, not a spicy glaze. With mashed potatoes? No mashing them. And gravy? No gravy. Cornbread? That sounds good. And a double layer chocolate cake. I'm allergic to chocolate, but I still will eat it if it's good.
this is pretty standard advice for any kind of person. Get to know the person that you're interested in, and...
Damn it, she's just giving good advice, and, like, she prefaced it by saying, oh yeah, Aries, but then she's like, by the way, Aries is kind of bullshit, so, you know. Understanding Aries men. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Janice Gialis on the
I
Star
don't
Goddess,
understand my
keys to
editor.
Understanding Aries men.
Chicken strips with fried potato wedges. It's a date, Payne. That's literally just Mary Brown's, and I am down for that.
The first thing you have to understand about Aries men are they're the first sign of the zodiac. They're ruled by the planet Mars. These are fiery, outgoing, want to get there now.
Well, it's okay, Paige, because it won't kill me. It'll just give me terrible mouth sores and possibly a sore throat.
Want to be first men. These
Some women I've dated have done that too, and I'm sorry.
are actually the Neanderthals of the zodiac. They're the least evolved of all of the zodiac signs.
Well, Swag, you're not evolved. Take that as you will.
They are direct and straight shooters when they...
Okay, you're also a shooter. Take that as you will.
see something it is they want, they go after it, and if something gets in their way, they're big fans of hitting it as hard as they can and knocking it down.
Oh.
When you have an Aries man, what you have to understand is they're going to start projects they are never going to finish.
That's incorrect. Swag's kind of finished every product or project that I've ever paid him to do, and he's done it in a decent time frame to decent quality. You know. Homemade potato wedges with extra salt and steak seasoning. I think we'll get along just fine. Would you be happy with the date made you dino nuggies with ketchup and sliced apples in the shape of rabbits and freshly squeezed oranges? If you got rid of the ketchup, yes.
They're going to think everything can be done in a shorter amount of time than is humanly possible, and they are going to try as hard as they can to ram their opinions down your throat.
Swag has a long and hard opinion. I'm sorry.
The best way to deal with an Aries man is to give him plenty of latitude and make sure he engages in some kind of sport so he can burn off all of that Martian energy and bring home the good stuff to you.
Okay, so I need Swag to take up soccer again.
So that's how you deal with an Aries man. I'm Janet Scales, the Star Goddess, and that's Better Living Through Astrology.
Wow, that's really cool. Man, you don't like ketchup, yeah. All right, today we're going to raid Choco.
Also, thank you, Lastone, for the 2 gifted subbies.
Fuck yeah. Choco Ichigo is a friend of the channel. Friend of mine, I'd like to say. What about Salsa? No. Yeah.
Yes. I was thanking the right person. 'Cause you gifted. You gifted 2 subbies. Thank you.
All right. Join the raid. Thank you, Toast. Do you just not like tomato? Yeah, I don't like tomato either. Good night. Join the raid, please.